that one. Czech Republic 34-32 in set one. 21-12. The Canadians come back with ferocity in the second. Kevin Barnett, Dane Blanton bringing you all the action from the Red Bull Beach Arena. Big swing. Dig just out of bounds. Humana Paredes needs to stick with the heat.
Canada picking up exactly where they left off, scoring this first point by great defensive plays and putting pressure from that back serving line.
This will be the third year in a row a different country has stood atop the podium as an ace serve has Canada up 2-0, but it will be the third year in a row that a Canadian team is in the final. Sarah Pavan at the net, still looking to establish that block. Just missed once again.
I was going to say the Czech Republic has to settle down here. Can't give away any more easy points because of the way the Canadians are playing at such a high level.
The heat and the cage.
Czech Republic looks a little flat to me compared to what we saw the intensity in set number one.
How do you change that?
Well, it's difficult when you're talking about that mental focus. A few things have to go their way, and right now it's the Canadians where the ball is rolling mostly their way. That's a big point for the Czech Republic. Down just a point here, but it's kind of been a rocky start. It was started at the end of that second set where things were really messy, and they haven't got back to the form that we saw in set number one, and they must do that if they're going to contend with this Canadian team.
Reminds me of the bronze medal match that we already saw where the Brazilians were within 1 point in the second set. But if you judge just by the body language on court, you would think they were down 7 or 8 points. Can they bring their energy back up, the Czechs? It has been a long and exhaustive tournament. It has been a tough day. Both these teams in action earlier in the midday heat. And a quick turnaround to this gold medal. Finally the block, and look at that. That's how Sarah Pavan gets going. You talked about the timing earlier, Dane Blanton, and Sarah Pavan being late. Has she fixed it here?
Yeah, she was up over early, making the offensive player think about it, and there's the fire of Sarah Pavan. Feeling it.
That was real fire, not Dane Blanton Industries fake fire. Timeout called by the Czech Republic as it is now 5-2 in this third set, 2:15.
Yeah, Sarah Pavan has been intense from the opening whistle. She knows how serious this is. She knows all eyes are on her. She knows this is her third time to this gold medal match here in Croatia, and she does not want to go home empty-handed. She wants the top of that podium, and she's playing like it right now. She's playing hungry, she's playing focused, playing very determined, and she's a force at the net.
Well, she's not going home anyway, but she'd love to check some hardware, have to carry it on the way to Stade. Don't forget Stade up next. Watch Beach Volleyball Major Series happening next week, and then a look to the World Championships in Vienna. 10 days, July 28th to August 6th. Danube Island, 10,000 seats available for your enjoyment. 208 matches happening through that 10 days. A drawing of lots just this morning. And everyone's starting to think just a little bit about that World Championship opportunity. No one on court thinking about it, though. 5-2. It's all about the gold and the top of the step. Oh, I love European crowds singing to late 80s Bon Jovi rock from the United States.
They were pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Kept it going for a little while there.
We saw Clemens Doppler earlier. He's all about Guns N' Roses. Not afraid to bop along during a match. Ball tight. Poke deep. Beautifully done. Boy, 29 years old. The opponent's 26 years old. 30 years for her partner, but the 24-year-old, Melissa Humana Paredes, showing some experience and some craft.
She looks really good, Humana Paredes. And on that last play, Pavan gave her a great bump set to the outside, and very composed is Melissa Humana Paredes. She doesn't care where she passes the ball. She gets in position, prepares herself to get the best attack available, and she has been very consistent here in this gold medal final. See, that's just too many. Too many missed serves for the Czech Republic. And it's starting to add up. Who knows how many opportunities they would go on runs of points, or Canada might give away a point, but they're not giving themselves the opportunity. And not only are they missed serves, they're missed serves in the net. Canada does not have to make a decision.
Canada about halfway there. 7-5 now. Czech Republic staying in touch. Just down by 2. Question is, they're serving. They had success earlier serving Sarah Pavan. Do they go back to her here, Dane Bland?
I think absolutely. They have to serve in, number one, serve tough, and go to Pavan. That's where they've had a little bit of success. Check this out. Another one into the net. They're going to look at the tape and say, what happened? Why did we serve so many balls into the net and give them so many free points?
And that's none of what you were asking for. That was a fairly easy serve into the net and at Humana Paredes. Tough serve and a big block from Sarah Pavan. In contrast, it's 9-5.
That all started with that tough serve. Right here, I mean, they were in striking distance, the Czech Republic. And then what they do, 2 consecutive serves into the net, giving Canada 2 free points, basically. And now, Sarah Pavan starting to heat up.
Out of bounds. A block followed by an error. It's now 10-5. And you know the Canadians can start to think about it here.
Yeah, you're starting to think about it for sure. Doubling their score right now. The wheels, unfortunately, are starting to come off for the Czech Republic.
How would you tamp that down when you felt like it was kind of rolling your way and you start to feel like it's within grasp? How do you tamp that down for 5 more points?
If you're Canada?
Yes.
Well, you continue to do what you're doing. Don't start thinking ahead. Think 1 point at a time and think, now you got 11. Now let's push 12. You start to try to drive that 15, which your ultimate goal is. You have to take those little steps 1 at a time. You look too far ahead, that's when you get caught off guard.
Live in the moment until that moment is gold. 4 points away. Having tough serve down the middle. Hermanova, was it in or out?
Ball's out of bounds. Another unforced error. This is a completely different team than we saw at the end of the first set. They could do no wrong. They wanted the ball. Right now, I think a fatigue is starting to play a bit of a part, and a lot of unforced errors. We didn't see any of this. Maybe the pressure getting to them.
Tight pass once again. Pokey deep corner, slukova. If you're Canada, maybe you stick with Hermanova, who you did not go to until the midway point of this match.
Yeah, and the damage has been done. Now it's just up to Canada to settle down, get 3 points. The thing is, the Czech Republic, like you said, undefeated, these 2 players, when they get to finals. So they're no stranger to finals opportunities. It's just right now, they've allowed Canada to really gain fire in that second set, where that was the opportunity to kind of try to put them away.
Canada has worked their way out of what was a tough end to the first set, having 5 set point opportunities. Losing all of them. Losing that first set. Now about to get to a match point, and it will be match point.
This is it right here. Sarah Pavan has waited a long time, her 3rd year in this position, trying to win her first ever FIVB World Tour final.
14-6, no need to tamp it down now. Take some big cuts and go out in style. Gold medal point. Deep shot, more defense for the win. Not yet. Pokey up high, the joust won. Gold for Canada.
Unbelievable. We talk about Sarah Pavan being in this position 3 years in a row, finally getting over the top, but also the first FIVB victory for Melissa Humana Paredes, who played incredibly in the backcourt. What a combination. People question this partnership.